Hey, what's going on, One Piece gang? Welcome back. We are picking back off after probably the peak fight of One Piece so far. Kind of crazy to say that, both on an animation level, but also with probably the strongest opponent we've seen or faced off against. One of the coolest or most unique antagonists with Katakuri, and also getting the Snake Man reveal. Dude, Snake Man, super dope. uh it's really nice, like, not being, or it's not really nice being surprised by a reveal of a new power. I think when I was watching One Piece way back when, before like Gear 2 and Gear 3 were revealed, I'd heard about them, but I didn't know about like that Gear 4 had like a different alteration. So that was like really cool. It's definitely something I wasn't expecting, subverted my expectations, which is always great when you're into a show and like you still don't see something, gonna be like, holy shit, mind blown. But yeah, I'm really curious on how this fight's going to wrap up. Like, it still seems like they're very evenly matched. Honestly, Katakuri still seems to have a leg up here with his advanced observation hockey, seeing the future. Is it gonna be like Luffy finally seeing the future to kind of overcome him, or is Snake Man gonna have another like little power up here? I don't know, man. Super curious about this. I want to see more Super Saiyan Luffy here, so let's go ahead and get in this, y'all. If you enjoy it, drop a like for me, comment, subscribe to follow along for more. Subscribe. Sorry, I'm annoying. Yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get into some One Piece together. God, the two badasses, man. Fall on your back, Katakuri. Fall on it, damn it. Oh, she's tied up. I forgot. You know she's gonna get captured again. Brule finally using some brains. Branch! Brule! Yeah, good luck. Well, after this fight, Luffy might be able to get cut up by a sickle. Son. He's just too cool, man. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna miss them, their dynamic together. It's crazy how kind Sanji's been to her when, like, she was so awful to him. Like, that moment when he finds out about her was so heartbreaking, like him crying. Maybe it's just the simp in him. Maybe it's not his kindness. I think it's his kindness, but... What's Pudding gonna do, man? Is she gonna express herself at all? Oh, do it. Can she do it, or is she gonna go three-eyed? Man, I want to see her express herself. Oh, it's in it. She gonna kiss him? Aww. Oh, I have goosebumps, y'all. That was really cute. Oh, buddy. Damn, Luffy, you badass. Oh, no. So did Luffy lose? Oh. Dang, he fell. Not on his back, though. He's not on his back, at least. Can have some dignity. Dude, it's honestly crazy. Like, Luffy took so many more hits from this fight, bro. Trash the cake. They're so close. Rara! God, dude. This railroad guy, bro. He gets me all the time. Of course, this is his freaking his way of negotiating. Yo, dude, Luffy, you tough motherfucker, dude. It's an interesting victory, man. Go find Branch. No. You're kidding. Man, I thought the fight was actually gonna be over, bro. Goosebumps, bro. Oh my god. No hesitation from Luffy. I love it. Wow. Bro. Did he actually pass out, or did he, like, let him win this? God damn it. Bro, that was dope. Katakuri. So it looks like he actually passed out. Of course she's still here, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? What are you doing, Peckham's? Damn, Peckham's choosing his side, dude. He's choosing his side. God, this song is so hype, y'all. Never fails to get me, like, just all amped up and ready to go. Mugiwara! Mugiwara! Kind of just hoping that one of the people just didn't break their mirror. Man, the moon in the back is giving some vibes right now. Here comes the Sunny. Yo, the alarms. That was a World War II for a second, bro. I've been watching a lot of World War II documentaries like recently. You see all the ships come behind them too. God, there's so many of those. I wish Zoro was here. Could just start chopping these ships in half. They're sandwiched. Did he go too long? Ooh. Okay. Could be a good distraction at least. But Peckham's probably gonna sacrifice himself now. Dude, he's feral. And must be why he's so hurt from Pedro dying outside of just being close to him in general. He's gonna pop off, bro. Yeah, underestimating him. I bet he's gonna be strong. Can they hear? Not quite. Damn, Beckham's you best. He's coming out strapped. They all recognize him instantly. Oh my god, y'all. Oh, bro. Oh my god. Dude, realize the MVP of this whole damn arc. His little beady eyes. Dude, Sulan's so cool. Where's Luffy this whole time, though? Oh, I hope he claws the shit out of this fucker, dude. Oh, there he is. Oh, that ain't good at all, bro. Peckums, you didn't go crazy enough, bro. Sanji's just got to fly in and grab his ass. And big. Oh my god. Damn, Luffy still got a little energy. Yeah. Raisin. Barley. He immediately falls asleep. Ah, you fucker. Yeah, I see that full form that he had when Pedro was calming him down. There we go. Oh, get wrecked. Just hit it, swat him around like flies. It's like little needles in him. Yeah, you better run. Oh, bruh. Damn, bro. Guys, I can't tell you. I probably have gotten like 5 rounds of just like goosebumps, warm and fuzzies in these episodes. Just damn terrifying. It's interesting how he heard his voice, but it was like kind of as he was looking at Luffy. Can you claw an oven from me, please? Damn, bro. Still going. Damn. The soundtrack with this. Oh my god, dude. You're kidding. Bro. What the hell's going on now? Holy shit. A fleet? Oh, I freaking forgot about Germa, dude. I should have known better. 006. God. Here come our superheroes. Not again, bro. Our Power Rangers. The electric one is the coolest. That looks dope. Sanji just can't get away from him. Oh my god, it's so freaking ridiculous. The Germa 66. Good episodes, y'all. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and get in the review section here. Guys, this is gonna be a hard one to do character ratings for, I'm not gonna lie. There's, you know, quite a few moments that made me feel very emotional in these episodes. Multiple characters, kind of multiple dynamics and relationships with characters. Kind of just the point of this arc and some of the soundtrack coming in. There's just so many good wrap ups to different kind of plot lines or relationships of characters that I thought was really well done. So let's start with MVP. To be honest, I wanted to give this to one of those emotional moments. Although not that the person I'm giving to was an emotional moment. I wouldn't say it was my favorite overall, but I feel like logically speaking here, I gotta give it to Peckham's and his sacrifice. I do like kind of the callback to Pedro here and their relationship and him sacrificing himself, kind of choosing his side finally. He's kind of been torn between these sides, but the Big Mama Pirates have treated everyone like outsiders who aren't, and even the people who are part of their family are treated skeptically, without trust, with fear. And so, and he's always kind of been in between and having, the worst end of that stick with Pedro when they originally infiltrated and his life getting taken, and I forgot the other comrade's name who died. And now here with the Straw Hats and how they helped all of the Minks back in the Zoe arc, and still being in the middle of this, and now he's finally choosing to follow what Pedro chose, which is to put his faith in the Straw Hats and protect them. So I really like that moment. I like how Pedro was kind of the one to remind him once again. And it was an interesting scene because he was looking at Luffy there, and I'm not sure if it was because he was just looking at Luffy that he kind of heard that voice echoing to him, or if there could be something deeper here too. Something that I keep thinking of is like that the voice, or the ability to hear everything, like that voice that could hear all, or whatever the thing that Gold Roger has in that oh man, it's been so long, what's his freaking name, the young samurai, Odin's son. I don't know why I remember Odin but not Momonosuke. That's it. I had to look it up. I knew it started with an M, Momonosuke. But the ability to hear all, or like speak to everything. It was kind of like you could speak to everything too, right? I don't know, man. There's always so far in between each of these moments. I need to always kind of remind myself of it. But it's almost like Luffy could have been speaking, or he could have been hearing Peckham's through Luffy or something. I don't know. I think it might be a little bit of a far stretch. I think it's probably more likely that he just recognized Pedro within Luffy and how Pedro chose Luffy, right, to protect Luffy and give up his life for Luffy. So it's probably that, but I don't know. I thought it was an interesting scene as well. For the best moment, this one's hard, y'all. I'm gonna have to give it to Luffy and the conclusion with Katakuri. I really like how Katakuri gets back up, and there's this moment where he asks him if he's going to come back to take down the Big Mama Pirates, or take down Big Mama someday. And in that moment, at least for me, I felt like, damn, is he kind of testing him? If he says no here, would he let him go away? Let him get away here, because they kind of ended on somewhat of a draw, honestly. I mean, Luffy's the one who ends up standing in the end, of course, but this point, they're still so closely matched, and Katakuri's been this force and has delivered so many more blows. You'd think almost that he would just kind of be that daunting figure. For a moment, I was like, damn, is Luffy actually gonna lose, and Katakuri just let him go or something? I kind of thought that for a minute. But of course, Luffy's answer was zero hesitation. I love the zero hesitation. Of course I am, because I'll become king of the pirates. Man, what a strong moment. I love Luffy's resolve. And then Katakuri says, "You're seeing quite far into the future," and then he falls on his back. I love that. The scene into the future here is almost a little bit more symbolic. Luffy almost manifesting his dream, right? And we've had this whole thing, see the future being very tangible and applicable to the fight with the advanced observation hockey and seeing the future. But in this case, I feel like it's a little bit more symbolic of, hey, you see so far ahead of what other people might see for themselves. You are going to make it come true no matter what. Luffy's resilience and tenacity, stamina, etc. in this fight is really what got him to outlast Katakuri to some degree here. And it's that same energy that he puts into his dream as well. And I think it's a really good kind of symbolic way to represent how, all of us should kind of embody that Luffy has, that mindset where you kind of, it's almost like fake it till you make it, right? Believe it until it really becomes a thing. Now you can't just, I don't know if any of y'all are into the manifestation thing. I'm not like huge into it or anything, but I think it's an interesting concept. But I think one thing that is a downside, or that people get trapped with, is like, you just have to think about it and it'll come to you kind of thing. Like, you attract it to you. I don't think that's really what's like. I think it's more like you embody the person who believes that they can do this. And because of that, you're going to be able to get in, through the barriers and the resistance that come along the ways to reach a goal, right? Like, people who get discouraged or down and don't continue have the faith in themselves are the ones who won't idealize their goal or reach their goal, right? And I think that's more of what kind of that manifestation kind of like woo-woo like thing is more about, is like, embody who you think you want to be. Like, who's that person who can get that goal, right? It's like almost as simple as, like, let's say you're trying to like lose weight. It's like, what would somebody who is fit and healthy, what would they eat in this situation? Or would they go walk to this place instead of taking the bus? Or would they take the stairs instead of the elevator, right? Those small decisions that you can do to embody the person that you want to be, or the person who has that goal that you want. I think that's more what it's about. And Luffy, I think, does that so well throughout this whole series. He's done it, even though he's faced so many different conflicts and moments of weakness too, moments of pain. He's been able to still believe in himself and the people around him for that goal. So I really love that moment. For the funniest character, I'll give it to Peckham's, what do you call himself? The Mistums, to Mistums. I love how everyone saw through it right away. Even Luffy saw through it, which is something, because you think this reminded me of a little bit of Sogeking, and Luffy and Chopper, of course, didn't see through it at all. So when Luffy sees through Mistums, it's not the best disguise. I thought that was great. And then for the Sacco, we'll give it to Oven. Man, I mean, everybody, there's multiple people who could get it in this one. I just hate Oven, bro. At this point, he's annoying. He's one of the most annoying brothers there are. Probably because he's strong and a little cutthroat, but whatever, he deserves it. I do want to give a shout out though, because honestly, this one, like, if I had to like personally give best moment, like, I'm kind of being a little bit more objective to like the hypeness, like where we have built up to in this arc. For the best moment, I give that to Luffy, right? But one of my favorite parts personally was Pudding with Sanji, and Pudding actually finally showing herself. But before that, having that dialogue about how Sanji's about to leave and he's had so much fun, and he kind of wants to like thank her for helping him and just being with her, and she still can't show herself, even though she wants to apologize so bad. She still has this like layer of defense that's kind of like that bully mentality, right? That defends that vulnerable side of her that's been hurt so many times when she was a kid. And it's really sad, because even after that, like, Sanji's still so understanding. He's like, you're right, we're really enemies here, but thank you for still playing my fiance, even if like it was bothersome to you, which it wasn't, right? Like, by the end of this, she loves Sanji, and she can't express that. And I don't think Sanji really knows yet. He's kind of oblivious to a degree, but yeah, I love how the scene where she takes his cigarette out of his mouth, and and we don't see it, but she goes up on her toes, so seemingly it seems like she gives Sanji a kiss, which I think takes a lot for someone like Pudding. So I really love that moment. I thought that was a really emotional scene. I hope we get a real goodbye for them. I mean, I guess if they ended off on this way, that would be still a good goodbye, but I hope there's more, to be honest. Like, I kind of like Pudding with Sanji. Is that weird, y'all? Is that weird? I kind of want them to end up together. There's something about, a girl who, like, Sanji's so kind and sees the best in all women, right? Like, almost to a fault. That's kind of his character. But it's almost like so sweet that a character like Pudding, a woman who's been like hurt a lot and has her own complex and demonizes herself to demonize others, has someone like Sanji who like kind of just unconditionally sees her to be beautiful and loving and all these things, right? Even though she's not really that on the surface, but she is deep down, right? She is a very loving person deep down. She just can't show it right now. She's kind of breaking free of that, that bad pattern for herself. But it's almost like a match made in heaven to a degree, So I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. I'd imagine that Pudding won't be in the immediate plot line, but maybe she'll be a character to come back around in this series, and maybe there'll be more for her and Sanji. I'm kind of hoping so. I don't know. I can't see like Sanji ever like ending up with any of like the crewmates, and love is definitely not like a big thing in One Piece. Oda definitely doesn't focus on romantic relationships a lot, but I like that there has been one in here with Pudding, and it being like really natural for who Sanji is as a man seeing the best in woman, who Pudding is, who is very mistrusting and has a lot of pain, and them really helping each other at the end, even though there was a lot of conflict in the middle there and hurting each other. So but yeah, y'all, really good episodes. Love the conclusion of the fight with Katakuri, especially I'm gonna be king of the pirates, damn it. You're seeing quite far into the future, badass man. And Katakuri finally falling on his back. I hope we see more of Katakuri as well, man. I could see him. I don't know. He seems like a pretty loyal person, so maybe he wouldn't abandon the Big Mama Pirates, but maybe he would maybe he's acknowledged Luffy and has gained respect, and maybe he would help Luffy someday. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what your character ratings would have been, what your favorite part was. Appreciate y'all joining me today, and I will catch you for the next episodes. Peace.